Hi, everyone. Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello. So glad to have y'all here. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you had some wonderful memories that you made. And I'm very blessed that I got to spend some time with my daughter and her family for Christmas. It was just a relaxing day, no big stress. We drove down and just stayed at the house and talked and played games. So it was a lot of fun. Hey, if you will, speak up in the chat and say hi and let me know how you found out about me. Share a little bit about what y'all been doing. Today I'm going to be working on the Sew Artsy Kit, making kind of I call it a mixed media journal. You know, mixed media to me is when I'm mixing all kinds of things together that not necessarily go together per se. For example, I'm going to work on the cover first just to kind of give you all a glimpse. I've got gel prints, a napkin, I have book pages, I have fabric, I have some cardstock. So we're going to see what we can do here. Thank you so much, Robin. You like the new opening? Thank you. I've recorded that. So I'm trying to, it says, I was going to say, shouldn't be reset to 70 minutes. I'm going to try to, in the future, do a little bit more of recording segments. I didn't do any for today. Christmas and everything, I didn't get the time to do it, but hopefully in the future, like I did last week, is I will record some of the segments ahead of time. That way I can zip through the waiting on the glue or the sewing, the things that take too long, and then that way it'll go through faster on our live streams and give you more bang for the buck, so to speak. And remember, it's free. You can't remember how you found me, Angelica? You don't remember what you had for dinner yesterday? Well, it's easy for me because I'm having it again today. We had chicken dumpling soup, I guess you could say. All right, so for my cover, I've got a few elements here. I've got from Seven Gypsies Architectures, and I looked online and it still shows that they have these, but I thought these were really stinking cute. It is a vintage sewing machine. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's a 3D sticker. It comes with this backing card that if you want to use that as well, you can. I don't know if you notice, it's a different color, but the background here is the same inside of here. I thought we would use that today. And if y'all haven't joined the raffle, do so. I've got a book page here that I want to put the sticker on top of. I've got the napkin, like I said. I've got some gel prints. And I think what I want to do right off the bat is I want to alter the color of this book page. And how I'm going to do that is I've got the So Rockin'. It's a purple. So let's see. If you have the Peacock kit, you probably got a purple in there that's really close. If you've got the Punked Out Steam 1 kit, the first kit, I think it had a purple similar to this. Would be another purple. A fully purple would be another that would be close to that. I'm shaking it up really well. Even though I'm not going to spray it, I still want that mica to mix up into the paint. And I've got a paintbrush here, so I'm just going to come in here and paint right around this edge, and that'll just change the color of this piece. The piece is about 5 inches. I went ahead and pre-cut it. That way y'all didn't have to wait on me to cut the paper. I did want to show you that I was painting it, so I'm just painting over that. I'm going to dry it with my heat tool real fast. I've got all my layers of things that I want to use right here, so I'm going to move it out of the way for a second. Let's heat this up and dry it. Thanks, Sam. Sam says, I can relate to Angelica not knowing what she had for dinner. Oh, dear. Did y'all have a good Christmas? I really did enjoy it. It was really nice to get away, to kind of hang out with my new family. All right, so I'm just kind of smoothing this out just a little bit. And I think I want to alter that outside edge. So I'm going to grab a stamp. Which one do I want? I have the ruler, and I forgot to put the link in the description box for you, Robin. But I think it's called ruler. And I just decided to use this. I'm only making one journal today. I decided that it would just be a lot easier for me to make one journal. If we do have donations, that would take us into the second journal. Then I have a journal that I made a couple of weeks ago that we can do as part of the giveaway. So I'm just stamping right on that edge. I'll go ahead and let it overlap. I'm okay with that. So that's how that looks, adding that. And I know I'm going to put this on there, but I don't want to put it on yet. I think what I want to do is, it's right at 5 inches. So if I add fabric to this, it will stick out probably past 5.5 inches, which might kind of stick off of our cover, but I think I'm okay with that idea. So I'm going to flip this over, and I've showed y'all this before, and that's why I want to do it really fast right now. That way it can be drying. I'm going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the back side. I've torn a strip of fabric. It's roughly 7/8, 7 inch, 7 3/4, 3 3/4, 7/8, 3 3/4. What is that? What's the difference? Isn't one bigger than the other? It's not quite an inch. Let's put it that way. And I'm just going to slide it into the glue here and just kind of ruffle it around the edge on the back side. So this is great if you don't have a sewing machine, you want to add some fabric to something. Well, put a little bit of glue down and glue it into place. I am going to be putting this on top of a cover, so I will put more glue on the back of this to glue it down, but you can also sew it into place. So I'm just kind of helping that so you can kind of see how that's sticking out there. All right, so I'm just going to go down this side. Now that I've been showing this technique since I started it with, what did I use it on? Oh yeah, the pop-up card for the 12 days of Junk Journal gift ideas. I showed how to do this, and it seemed to be a hit. Y'all liked it. You like the idea of being able to add a little ruffle of fabric to your little projects. So I hope you like it. Hope it inspires you to play with your fabric a little bit. Hey Maria, welcome. And Giovanna, she watches all my videos. I've missed you in the live stream. I know you've been watching, but I think you don't always comment. So thanks for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your support. This is what keeps me going. I'll be showing some different products like the Sew Artsy Tattered Angels, the Sew Artsy Kit, the rubber stamps that I use. Those are all in my shop that I run by myself. My husband doesn't help me with my shop. What he helps me with is he runs, well now Robin, because she works for him at the shop, but he runs our laser and he cuts the stencils. So I design the stencils and turn that drawing that I make into a cut file for him, and he cuts them, but I do all the work myself. I'm only one person. I do make errors. It does take time. The rubber stamps are custom made. They're handmade each time they're ordered, so we don't stockpile those. The stencils, those are handmade. They're made when I get orders, so it takes a few more days probably than some places. I'm not Amazon. I don't ship overnight. Unless you want to pay for that. All right, so I'm just kind of using my glue lid to help smooth that out. All right, I like that. So I'm just going to set this aside to dry. That's why I did this right now at the beginning. So it'll dry. That way when I can go in and I can sew with my sewing machine here in just a little bit. So set that aside. And of course, you know, since I set it aside, I won't be able to find it here in a moment. Hey, Henry. Yes, and Robin now knows how to do the stencils and chipboard now. Yeah, sometimes you fall asleep, Giovanna. You're supposed to take a nap earlier. Hey, Isabel. I know it's very late for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so here's what I've done. I've cut a piece of canvas and I basically just frayed the edge by tearing it. So I've got a piece that's a little over 8.5 by 11. And I was trying to figure out how could I decorate this to be a pretty journal cover, okay? So here's what I thought I would do is I grabbed some gel prints and I've got a napkin here and I am not even going to collage this napkin. I am going to, or glue the napkin like a decoupage. I'm just going to come in here and cut this. And I'm trying to decide now which way I want to put this down. So let's look at it. So I thought that the edges should have these gel prints. And then I've got these gel prints here. And then I have this square that I thought I would put in the middle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of just lining it up. I'm going to hold my fingers on that and slide these pieces away. Ah, thank you so much, Lori, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just going to make a line. That's where I want to put down this napkin. So I'm going to put glue kind of in the edge here. I'll make an X to go across. And I'm just making a few lines. Okay. Now, pardon me as I sniffle, I'll lay that on top. Trying to get it inside my square that I made. I got it over just a little bit, so I'm going to move it just slightly. All right, I'm going to lay another piece of paper on top and use my bone folder to help smooth this out. I don't want that napkin to rip, so that's why I'm kind of giving it a buffer. Oh, hello, Janice. Welcome. So glad to have you here. You love ripped fabric, Robin. Well, thank you. You heard something about junk bucks while you made your cup of tea? Yeah, you earn junk bucks when you watch my live streams. So now, if I do this, that will help protect the napkin. And I could put all these pieces down. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Is I'm going to glue down this front piece here. I'm doing a giveaway right now, Fran. So if you type !raffle, you get entered into the free raffle. And I'll have a couple of more raffles that will be free prizes that I'll give away. This first one is for 200 junk bucks. Junk bucks are a virtual currency that I offer in my shows, my live streams. You have to be here live to earn them. You earn them while watching live, and you earn them playing the in-chat games. You earn them if you make donations. All right, so I'm just taking this gel print and gluing it to a piece of text weight paper. I chose to do that because I wanted to stay within a certain size. And I thought, well, the easiest way to do that would be to just make sure that I use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You didn't miss the sprays yet. No, I did use it once already, friend. See, I've already covered it up. I used the spray to colorize that. That's the So Rockin' from the Tattered Angels Kit, Sew Artsy. All right, so now I'm just going to come in here and glue this down. And I'll be showing you other ways that I use Tattered Angels. So this time I'm just going to line it up and butt it up against the edge here. All right, and then we'll do the same down here. Yeah, just put !raffle all together, one word, No spaces. Yeah, just kind of, you'll kind of catch on by seeing what other people are saying in the chat. All right, so I've got that piece. I got the top piece. So this is my true mixed media. We got gel print. We got a napkin. We're going to have fabric. We got a book page. We're going to have a store-bought sticker from Canvas Corp 7 Gypsies. I did add the sewing machine link in my description box. I think Robin saw it, but if she didn't, just say so. I can share it. I think I still have it on my clipboard. All right, so that is this piece so far. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to line this up on here. So now I have this ivory paper in the background, okay? We've used the purple here. You know, I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be here. What if we colorize this portion of the fabric and let's paint it pink? Why not? We should paint it pink. So let me grab this is the pink, and this is Artsy Cherry. So I'm going to grab another piece of paper. All right, so I've got a paintbrush. I'm shaking up the Tattered Angels. All right, I should have ironed this, but I forgot. All right, so I'm going to dip this in, and I'm just going to paint this edge. I know it's going, I'm only needing a portion of it, which kind of helps if you're in a hurry. You don't need to paint the whole thing if only a portion of it is going to show, because we're going to glue and sew other things on top. So now we'll just kind of go around the edge here. What's everybody working on? And you didn't shower it yet, Robin? You were able to win. Junkie Joe likes your essence, your eau de parfum. All right, so I'm gonna flip this around. I think I'm also going to flip it over and do the other side so it's truly saturated on both sides, because I am going to put another piece of paper on the inside. I guess I could have made a ruffle all the way around out of painted fabric, but I kind of like using a solid piece of fabric sometimes. Okay. And it gives time for the other stuff to dry. You're not hairy? Oh my gosh. You're just watching me, friend? Not working on anything today? I'm puttering around trying to get my ideas that I want to share with y'all for the Sew Artsy Kit today. And I got a little bit done yesterday, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? We're going to wing some of it. If there's a technique you want me to show, speak up in the chat. And if I have time, we'll do it. If not, we'll save it for another day. All right, so I'm just going to come on this side and do the same thing. Come in just a little bit. It's funny, this side of the fabric it's kind of resistant. I guess that'll be okay. It's on the inside. And my piece of paper that I used is getting really wet. I should have used one of my mixed media mats. Don't do as I do. Use a mixed media mat. You'll have to clean up your mess. All right, let's flip it. flip it. I got an old paintbrush. I just saw some of the paint from the handle fly off. Just a shopping list for I and O to go. He has to go do your shopping for you. Henry usually does that for me, so I don't get out and get exposed. And it wasn't really the reason at first. I was just kind of like, I don't need to get out. If I get out, I spend money. I don't need to spend any money. So he can't say that it's my fault that we spent all the money on groceries. So I make him go. He's probably watching. He's going, oh, so now I understand. All right, so I dropped some liquid there, so I'm just going to pat it up. And this is sopping wet, so I'm going to toss this aside and get a towel. I'm going to lay this towel out for a moment. And we're going to heat the edges because it's really wet. I don't want it to be wet when I go to the sewing machine. Yeah, you can't leave the house without dropping a $100 bill. That's how it works. Ooh, you just finished a cover made from a Christmas chocolate box. Fun. Yeah, your husband said he'd have to go out. I understand, Janice. I understand. It goes by quick. I tried to give you enough warning of what I'm doing. So like right now, it's no big deal. You can read the chat. Yeah, Ian spins left than you do. Oh, good. Yay, Manda. That's awesome. Manda liked my Advent journal cards that I did and shared with y'all how to put them together as was that my 12 days? No, that was just further back. And she did it for family. So awesome. Your dad even journaled some. That's wonderful. That is amazing. I like that. I like hearing stories like that, and I'm bad. I don't get all my stuff out and do it when I'm with my family. So maybe that's what I need to do is make up a bunch of cards and then mail them to them. And say, all right, journal on this for a couple of days. Okay. It's not perfectly dry, but it should be enough that we can move along. And it'll get lighter as it dries because it's really dark at the moment. But I like that color. I like how that came out. All right, I'm going to put some Distress ink on the edges here. Okay. I think what I want to do now is I'm going to glue this down with glue kind of not where I'm going to stitch, because I'm going to stitch all the way around the outside edge. I'm also going to stitch in the middle. Before we do that, I want to put a tie on here. So I'm going to take this piece of fabric. It's about the length of I guess it's the edge to edge, salvage to salvage. And we're going to glue it right in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. And it'll get sewed on. So that'll also help it stay in place. So that's going to go there. And I'm dropping fabric on the floor. Let's put this one over here. I think that's the salvage edge. So right about there. So we'll put down some glue. Glue that down. All right. Now, I'm going to take this piece and glue it into place. Hey, Tanya, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I'm not going all the way out to the edge because I'm going to stitch right on that edge. And then I'm just looking here. So I'm kind of looking through the paper. And I'm just going to put just enough glue that it just kind of around the outside edges. I think I want it this way. I'll use my bone folder to kind of help stick it together. All right, let's go over to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb cam. So what we're going to do at the sewing machine is I'm going to sew all the way around this outside edge. Then I'm going to sew down the seams. So it's kind of a Franken page concept, okay? And then I'm going to fold it in half so I know where my middle is. And then I'll glue this into place. And it may be right here on the edge, okay? However I decide to do this. And we're going to stick down our sewing machine on top, okay? See where we are now? So we'll have that as our look that we're going for. Yeah, so I'm going to do a fabric tie. I've glued it into place, all right? Woohoo! Hey, Safina, welcome. Hello, missed you too. So glad you could stop in. All right, let's go over to the sewing machine. So I've got it set up. It's a standard sewing machine, standard needle. I've got it set on zigzag. I've got it set on mine. It's an electronic machine. I'm out of camera shot, sorry. It's an electronic machine. So I have set for 2 and 2. And I'm just going to stitch around that outside edge. It's kind of hard for me to talk and sew, but let's see. What can I tell y'all? The dogs went with us on our trip, our road trip, and they do really good in the car. A lot of people are kind of surprised. They usually go and just lay right down and go to sleep and don't really bother us too much. Occasionally, they want to be up in the front seat and in our laps, and it'll kind of depend upon if I am reading on my phone or iPad or a book, or if we're eating, if they get to come up there. All right, so we're just going all the way around. Do I do grungy art much? Not really per se. I'm more of the person who likes lots of color, friend. So it may be a little bit grungy in the color scheme of bright colors because I don't do a lot of the sepia tones. All right, so I know I'm not in camera shot, but I'm going to line this up and fold this in half gently. So now I know how big this is going to be, and I'm going to take this piece and look at it and decide, do I want it mostly towards the top with the sewing? I'll put the sewing machine on after I put the stitches on. I don't want it to be in the way of my sewing. I'll leave the bottom open. I could bring it down to the bottom, leave the top open, so you could write a journal at the top up there. What do you think? I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to put it at the bottom. So I know I'm not showing you. Let me get back to that screen. So I'm just going to take this and glue it inside my parameters here. I'll put a little bit of glue in the middle. I'm not going to sew where there's glue, so I can go straight to the machine. So I'm just going to put it a little bit down at the bottom It'll stick out just a little bit once the book is folded. And I'm just trying to get it to stay in place long enough for me to go to the sewing machine. Yeah, or the grungy vintage colors. Yeah, I don't do it very much. I am designing in my head a black and white journal. I've got a couple of ideas. One is, and I'll just tell you this part, I took one of the All About Robin's journal pages and told my printer to print it as a monochrome black and white photo. And I kind of like how it looks. It still has the gradients that Norella uses in the kits. It has the patterns, if you will. You just don't see the actual color. Like for this page, it was flowers. I like the way it looks. Make sure I'm not sewing over the ties. All right, so there we are sewn all the way around. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing a black and white. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. So I'm going to take off the backer paper. I'm trying to take it off as one unit. Ah, it came apart on me. All right, I'm trying not to stretch it. So I'm going to put this down right in the middle. Come on. Okay, and then we're going to put the sewing machine back in it. So this, they designed it this way, so if you wanted, oh, it got off just a little bit. You could layer this differently. All right, there it goes. Trying to get it matched up. And then we'll put this in the middle. All right, so that's the outside cover so far. And I think I want to go ahead and do the inside, and then we'll move on to some journal pages. A lacy black and white with red hearts would be dramatic. Oh yeah, that would. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. It's time for the raffle. And lots of cheesecloth, Angelica. How funny. You're in on the black and white. You made your daughter won black, gray, white, gray, and red. Oh, awesome. All right, so I went ahead and printed from the Sew Artsy large journal kit. This is one of the journal pages, and this is the inside cover. And what I want to do is I'm going to just glue that on the inside. I just cut a 2.5-inch strip, sewed across there, and then I glued it into place temporarily and then sewed all the way around. So it looks like it was all made at one time, and it also covers up on the inside. Oh yeah, a few drops of essential oils. I've seen a lot of people put, and I've done it, essential oils in little sachets. I even had some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists that when I got the bottle, I don't know what happened. It just didn't smell very good. And so I put some sandalwood essential oils. They were cheap soap making essential oil drops, and I put that in there, and I had more people comment on how my journal smelled. I need to do that again. Just put a little bit of like lavender. All right, so I'm just lining it up because I can see where the stitches are from the other page, the other side. And I'm just going to smooth this out. Oh, you have packages of my hello today, yeah. You have your rice sock out. Yeah, put your essential oils on that. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I'm gonna let this dry for a moment before I bend it, because I want to make sure this is adhered. But that's gonna be our cover. It's bright and colorful on the outside. It's a little more subdued on the inside. All right, let's set this aside. We may add the word journal to it. Look at my fingers. They're all dirty now. I'm going to clean my hands real fast. We're going to do the raffle. Have y'all joined? Oh, of lavender and black pepper, not necessarily together. You have a diffuser, but you don't want the scents to get into everything. I kind of like it, though. The Junkie Joe and Robin have spending extra time together. Are they all going? I don't have mine going right now. I have one in here occasionally. I should do it. I've got a little one right here. I think it's dry, bone dry. And I have what do I have? I have some grape fruit, and I have white angelica. And these are really good scents. I always forget. Sometimes I get started. Come on. I think my white angelica is almost empty. I think it's empty. I need a new one. We got grapefruit. I found a while back that the grapefruit with the white angelica just smelled so good that now I do it all the time. And that's probably what happened. Was the last time I used it, I was out and I haven't gone to go get more. So I've just got a little cheap diffuser. Ah, that smells good. Yeah, I have several diffusers in my house. I probably have 6 or 7. And I don't have them all going right now. I've got one. Okay, let's do the raffle. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. All right. Yeah, of course I'm almost empty. I gotcha, Sam. Yeah, you always have to test it out. White Angelica. Exactly, that's what it's called. White Angelica. From Young Living. All right, let's pick the winner. Batch of cookies. That's funny, Sophia. Where are the cookies? All right, let's pick a winner. The winner of 200 junk bucks is Carrie. Congratulations, Carrie. We'll add that to your junk bucks. All right, let's reset. And I've got a zipper, bag, and key charms. All right. So when I went to Creativation, I made this little bag. They were showing us how to use a stencil on the bag. And I made this while I was there. I think, oh, in fact, the stencil's inside. So here's the stencil. It's supposed to be sticky, so you can peel it and stick it. And then you just daub your paint through it. And then you'll have the stencil design. They didn't have us clean it. I just stuck it on the packaging that they'd given us. And then this is who it was from. And this is a pen that they gave me. So I found it. I thought, well, I'll give that to y'all. And then I have this set of keys. Normally $1.50. It's probably one of those Michaels finds. They have those little bins, and I probably got them for less than that even. So I'm going to put those together. And that's going to be our little giveaway. So y'all enter that raffle, okay? Oh, she had one that had dryer sheets with it. She was a smoker. Oh, yeah, I cannot handle. Yeah, it's bad. I can't do smoked homes and stuff. It just kind of gets to me. All right, so I've got some Distress Oxide ink. We got some stencils. What else we got here? I'm getting all my goodies out. Slide on out. Oh yeah, I need to do, that's where that went. I wondered where it went. Oh, it's still sticky too. Okay, so let's put that right there. I got the dress form stencil. Got some rubber stamps. Okay, so this journal page, my foundation is some green paper. I have a stash, this is just a dirty page, of this green linen paper. I know it may be hard to tell, but this is white copy paper here, and this is a green linen. It's a little bit heavier paper than my 20-pound, and it's just got a tiny fleck in it. And again, it's probably hard for y'all to see that. So what I thought I would do on one side is I've got this let's collage. So let's collage. That's what it's called. So let's collage. I had to think about it. How is that said? So let's collage. So I'm going to take this stamp and ink it up with my archival ink jet black. And I'm going to rotate this around so I can see it for me. I got to make it convenient for me. I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to start stamping the top here and just kind of go down my page. Okay, so I'm just repeating. I'm going to slide it over and repeat. So this is a great way. Maybe you've got some book pages and you want to change the look of those. You can stamp over the top of it. And then you're going to see other layers that I'm going to make. So you don't have to worry about, is that writing space? We're going to create some writing space. Let's collage. And then we're just going to come down the side. And I like it because it's got all these different elements in it. So even though I'm stamping it repeatedly, I don't have to get perfectly lined up when I stamp it. You see that? All right. And we're going to make, okay, go. All right, so I'm going to flip this over because I'm going to put some texture on this, and I want to be able to maneuver. So I've got the Lace Duo stamp. We're going to use that. Thank you so much, Robin, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I have the Dress Forms stencil. So here's where we're going to use a different medium. We got the Dusty Concord Distress Oxide, and I've got a blending tool here. And I'm just going to come in here and add a little dress form pattern. I don't want it super dark. I just want it enough that you'll slightly see this on the page. And that gives us plenty of space to write in, but the page isn't stark blank. If you love the scent of cinnamon cloves, take an orange and put it in the bowl with an unpeeled orange and stick cloves in it. Yeah, oh, it is wonderful. I've done that a few times myself. It's been a while. Orange and cloves. Okay, so just coming down here. Like so. I could have changed my color scheme because I was just thinking I may go ahead and put both journal pages in our journal today. But I made a sample, and if I have time, I make enough that I can do 2 journals, but I didn't have a lot of time today, and I thought, you know what? It's a holiday week. I don't want to kill myself here getting stuff done. All right, so there's that. Do you see how the dress form just kind of comes in? All right, I'll go ahead and fold this in half. I guess it just helps me focus on where the edges are because I've got the lace duo now. Clean it off. We're going to ink this up. Oh, make them as gifts. Oh, yeah. They're an ancient thing. All right, so I'm going to stamp down the edge. I don't need to come all the way in. I just want to come a little bit. So it kind of has this peak of lace around the edge. And even though my stamp isn't long enough, I'm going to go ahead and start from the edge and stamp. And I'll re-ink and then just overlap. I'm going to go across the bottom. Then we'll go up the sides, like so. Okay, see how that looks so far? I'm going to flip it over and do it again. Hey Heather, welcome. We're so glad to have you here, lady. Hope you are well. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Y'all got plans for New Year's? Are you going to stay at home? Are you going to venture out? We're supposed to have severe weather. So in the past, we would have gone to someplace until about 10 p.m. and then headed home and actually celebrate New Year's at home the rest of the night. Usually in bed. Okay. So we did that. I'm going to flip this back over to the other side. I'm going to fold this back. I'm going to take my distress ink and go around the edges. Yes, yeah, I could have used the dress form stencil and then stamped through the stencil so that I had a pattern. Yes, indeed. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit of distress ink here. Okay, so we're just getting some kind of pattern put together. Now, I have these little bows that I made. So I'm going to get my Best Glue Ever by Scrap Perfect and put a little dot on here because I'm going to use it in a moment. And that glue dries clear, but doesn't make everything goopy. And when you use Aleene's tacky glue, sometimes it's still too wet and you can't move it. So this way I can drop it that way, let that dry while we're preparing this. Okay. I have started. So here's what I did prior to the live is I cut some book pages. I put 2 together so it was thicker, and I made it about 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and there are 1/2 inch about folds on the sides because we're going to make this into a pocket on our journal page here. Yeah, see, that's going to go on there. So what I want to do right off the bat is I want to take this and we're going to paint it. I've got 2 of them here. So I've got that. I'm going to grab a paintbrush And I think I'm going to have to change my colors. I have the green. Let's do the green and the yellow. So I have So Golden and I have Artsy Green. I'm going to shake these up and we're going to use these on here. Thank you, Robin. Did Santa find everyone? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. We're getting there. All right. I think so. I told Santa I didn't want anything, but I did get a hand soap and hand lotion set. So I'm just kind of painting this on here. I want a little bit of color on my page. So it's using that yellow, the So Golden. Clean my paintbrush out and close this up. And I've got the green, so I may add another color. I'll see what happens. So now I've got the green. Just a little bit. Just kind of fades into the background. This is one of those things that you're just altering the paper. There's no wrong way to do it. And I don't know why I did that, because that's not what I wanted to do. I did it on the wrong ones. Well, that's okay. I've decided I don't like those colors anyway. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to drag this out. Don't pay attention to me. I got distracted. I was going to paint this purple, but I think now what I'm going to do is paint it this green instead. So all that's going to be seen on this as a pocket, I grabbed the wrong piece of paper, is this outside edge. Okay? Don't pay attention to me. Let this dry. This is the one I had intended to paint. And I think now what I'm going to do is I've got the Artsy Cherry, because I think I want it a little bit brighter. I'm going to put a little bit of that on here. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, just blend it right in. Yep. Well, that's just it. The colors all go with this kit, so. Okay, I like that. So this is going to go on top of this. Okay, so we're just going to see that green behind. So I need another color on here. I think I'm going to come in with the Sew Artsy. This comes in the Creative Kit. I do have some of those left if you didn't get it as a subscription box. If you don't have a subscription at all with me, I believe the price is $29.99. And then depending on if you are a subscriber, if you already have the Stencil Club, I don't think the Stencil Club gives you, but the YouTube donator membership, those of you that donate here on YouTube, I can add you to my YouTube donator membership on my website, and that gives you a 5% discount on orders in my shop. Okay, I'm kind of liking this, just kind of playing around with the color. Anyhow, it's on sale in my shop if you have all those discounts. And it's a standalone. You don't have to keep getting the subscription if you wanted it. Okay. I don't know, just kind of making a mixed media background. All right. We can fix everything. Exactly. This is a single book page. This is a single. This is double. This is double. So I'm going to dry these real quick. Ah, congratulations, Jennifer, on getting your coupon code. Oh, gorgeous old encyclopedia pages. Nice. Image of old lace. Oh, pretty. That's awesome, Laura. I love finds like that. I'm just drawing the Tattered Angels. Congratulations on getting your coupon code. Just a little bit of wet. Just a little bit of wet. Okay. Now I've got the sewing. Oh, I think I forgot to get the name. Sewing machine collage. Sewing. I just put machine maybe. I'm sorry, I forgot to get it. So I'm inking it up. And I'm going to start at the top here and stamp. And I'm going to stamp just a little bit on the bottom here. So it's okay if it's a little bit off. But there's what it looks like. Let's do that again. Oh, you made 3 journals from this kit, Janice? Awesome. It's a fun kit. I really like it. And that's why I decided, you know, I've got some leftover bits here. Let's get it out. Let's do some new things. Let's see what we can create. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this down in the middle here after I apply some more Distress inks to the edges. And then we're going to go over to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb cam. There we go, sewing cam. And this was a lamb that Giovanna made and sent to me because of the little rainbow sheep that pops across our screen whenever I get a donation. All right, so what I'm going to do now is glue these together, and then we're going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to glue just in this inside perimeter because I do plan to sew on the outside edge. All right, and this will go right in the center. And smooth that out. Okay, so, oh, it got crooked on me. That happens. There we go. Let's do it again. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and we're going to glue or sew just on this outside edge here of these 2 layers. So it'll give us a nice little border around them. Yeah, I haven't seen Margie either. Maybe I need to send her a message. All right, sewing lamb. All right, so I'm going to come back over here. We're just going to sew right here on this edge. Zigzag stitch. Standard needle. I love the shimmer and the sparkle that this Tattered Angels puts on the paper. Yes, Tattered Angels will transfer at first. Some of the mica powders will come off, but generally after you've handled it a couple of times, it will stop transferring. You can take a soft cloth and wipe over it. And that will help get any loose particles that didn't stick down into the page. So we sewed around that edge. An atlas paper with all the colors. Yeah, I mean you can recycle any of those types of papers. This was my winging it with the colors because I had already made a page with different colors, but I thought, why not do something different? All right, so there's the other side. You see that? Oh, well, thank you, Barb. I've had lots of years of practice. Yeah, you could if you wanted to put clear gesso. If you want the texture, you could put matte gel medium. All right, so here's what I want to do. This is going to go in my journal. So on this side is going to be a pocket. So I'm going to glue this tab down. And I could have glued it down before I sewed it, but this kind of helps give us a little less friction. There's no stitches right there on the inside. So I'm going to fold this in, fold this in, fold this in, fold it in, fold it in. Let's fold it in. And I'm going to glue on these little tabs that I made. And then this gives me the pocket, the full size of it, because I made some journaling cards by printing the planner pages as, I think it was 4x6 photos, maybe it was 5x7s, and then I cut it apart and made journal cards out of it. So I'll show you here in just a moment. All right, so I'm just kind of positioning this on the page. And that green stands out over the background. I mean, that's what I was going for, was a pocket that kind of stood of the page. So I'm going to flip this over. And then on this side, I want this side to be my opening for my pocket. So this is a great way if you want to make pockets ahead of time, is to go ahead and make it like I just did. That way, when you go to put it in your journal, you can fold over whatever side, so it's kind of ambidextrous, and you can put it in your journal wherever you like. Or if you want to make it a top pocket where you put tags sticking out the top, you can do that. You have options. Yeah, I use thieves cleaner a lot. And I have a couple of homemade bars of soap. One of them has coffee in it, and that really helps for some scrubby to get it off. All right, so I put glue on those little tabs. I'm going to stick it down on here, right about there. So we did some sewing. All right, and then I have these sewing machine. They're scissors. I stamped it onto gray cardstock with the black ink. I cut it out, fussy cut it out. I used my craft knife to cut out the centers, and we're going to glue that down. Make sure this is the way I want it. Yep. Glue this down. Just put glue right around the edge. I've gone ahead and gone around the edge with distress inks. So it's already distressed. We're going to center it on the page up in this upper area. And then here's our little bow that I made earlier. It's got the sticky. It's almost clear, but it's enough that it should stick. Flip this over. I got another pair of scissors on this side. Go around. We'll stick this right here. This one I made the other day. Okay, so now I have these planner pages that I shrunk down and attached to some cardstock, and I added a little piece of fabric tab so this can fit in this pocket here. See that? And then I'll put this one over here, like so. Now, I'm not quite done yet. We need to decorate the fronts of these pockets, so I have some images here. And I've got from the kit some of the fussy cut elements. So let's put this across the bottom here. So I'm just going to put a little glue on this bottom area and glue this down. And I want to do the same here. So I'm just going to put it across the bottom, like so. I'm going to let that dry. Let's go to the inside of this. So I went ahead earlier and I took a piece of fabric and I glued it to a piece of paper just so it'd be stiffer. And I glued down the sentiment, "Just keep sewing." Then I zigzag stitched right around the edge. Okay. And I did a straight stitch around the outside edge. And I just thought that would be cute to put on the page, just like that. So I'm just going to glue this down on the inside. Whoop. Go right here. Okay, so that's the inside. And just making sure this has got no glue seeping out. For this back, I've got a little journaling card here. And then this is from the, I think it's from the Sewing Cube. I'm not positive. There's 4 different stamps. I just thought that was a neat little advertisement. So I just thought that would be cute to stick in there. And I'll flip this over. And I've got, this is a button card that's part of the kit. I'll put that here. And that over there. Like maybe like that. All right, so there is a journal page made, and I'll show you the difference. So this is my sample that I made with the yellow and teal, and then this is what we made today. So I don't know, I kind of like the yellow. It's lighter in color, so the stamping shows up a little bit better. But, you know, it still works for what it is to decorate with. And then here's the other side. And then on the inside, it's just different sayings, but the same concept. Okay. Make sure this doesn't glue shut. Okay, so I don't need this right now. Kind of clean it up just a little bit. Here's a journal page that I made earlier. I'll just kind of lay that out there. This is some more of those half sheet journal card pages. Let me get this out of the way. Got too much competition here. These corner pockets are from the kit. The background is a pattern piece. I cut it up and made it into a journal page, but it was real flimsy. I didn't like how flimsy this paper was. So I just started gluing other stuff on it. So I glued down a gel print. I glued these corner pockets so we have the whole full amount. I happen to have a scrap of paper and I have this punch. So I punched that lace. I glued a couple elements on here. On this side, I glued a piece of book page down the middle. Then in the kit becomes this little chart with all these measurements on it. And then I was like, well, it still feels flimsy, like it could tear really easily. So I put another pocket on here. I grabbed a couple of these tear off sheets. I did these domino images that come in the kit, saying, and I add a little bit of fabric. I did do some stamping in the background, and I cannot remember if this is French labels, but it has different sayings for clothing. I don't know. I really like the just adding a little touch in the background. And then we just have some journal cards in here. I made a tuck spot here. I even stamped the tulip twine on top of here. I also stamped the French correspondence. And then these are from the kit. I didn't put anything on them. I thought they would be pretty for someone else to add a little something. All right. So let's put this back in here. Just trying to make a bunch of different page designs. All right, so this page got lots of little goodies here I'm going to lay out. I've got some lace. I've got some fabric. We've got some book pages. We've got a gel print. We've got a stencil. Okay, what did I do with my sample? Oh, I hadn't got it out yet. I still got more stuff to get out. Okay, so I need this guy. And I need this. And what we're going to do first, put this over here. Yeah, okay. Is I want to cut 2 pieces of this lace at about 8. I can go a little bit more than 8.5. So I'm going to use my book page here. It is better to have cut it too long than have it be too short. So we're going to use lace, believe it or not, y'all. I got some lace. All right, so now I'm going to take this and get my spray box. Oh, I love how this page turned out. We ought to use it. Maybe we will. All right. So this is the lace. I'm just going to lay it across my page here. And I've got the Artsy Cherry Tattered Angel. It was a punch. Yeah, I used a punch. It was the Martha Stewart punch. That's a Martha Stewart punch. I've had it for a long, long time. All right, so I'm going to saturate this lace. So it's going to be really wet. I'm going to set this aside to air dry while I work on the other portion, which is to take this book page. I'm lining it up with the text. And that was the size I determined to make my little pocket. It was also because that's about how wide the lace was. And I'm making this going into a side pocket. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces and glue that together. You already use Artsy Cherry, friend. It's a good color, isn't it? Oh, I should go up here. I like it. It's a pretty pink. Pretty pink. I have a few of those kits left in my shop if you're wanting some. Really, I think it's such a great deal. You're getting 6 colors of Tattered Angels. 2-ounce bottles. They're normally $5 a piece, $4.99. I have 6 of them for $25.99 in my shop. Okay. Just gluing this together to be a pocket. It also gives time for the lace to dry since I did that first. We got the camera out of whack. Lace! Okay, so I've got these 2 pieces. And I want to come in here and get my scoring tool. That's my scoring tool. And what I'm going to do is about a 1/2 inch from the top, I'm going to score this. So I can score this and it's going to be folded. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here and line up to where the text is, because I don't want it to be a white border. So I'm going to come back to there. Yeah. And I'm going to score this. I'll go ahead and cut off some of this excess because I don't need it to be that deep for my pocket, the paper to hold it together. Oh, good. It helped. Well, good. I'm glad. All right. So now I'm going to the 8.5 inch mark. I think that's right. Yeah, 8.5 inches. Because if I do this, fold it in. Yeah. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to score. And I'm going to go away a little bit and cut off the excess. You're probably going, what are you doing, Linda? Well, I'm creating a pocket that we can use. So if you're trying to find creative ways to make a pocket, here is one. So we'll glue these tabs and then our pocket will be like this, and we'll have the thickness of our book page here to keep it strong. So I'm going to do that again on this piece. So again, I'm going to come up here. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. I got to flip it over because I want to go the other side of my page. Yeah, I'm going to go a 1/2 inch or so up here. And I fold this in. Use it as a guide on the other side. Cut off the excess. Tugs on Linda's sleeve. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Must be time for the raffle. But I'm in the zone. Oh, I forgot to trim this one. I'll do that with my scissors. Cut my scissors. I hope I did this right. No, I didn't. Alright, so I need to go this way. This way. Come on. Y'all enter the raffle. This way. I'm going to cut off the corner. Cut off the corner. So I'm going to have one pocket that's going to go on one side of the page. And I'll have a pocket that goes on the other side. And I was making sure that the text was upright. That's why it mattered. Or I would have just turned it upside down if it was going this way. Okay. Y'all get in on the raffle. Get my piece of paper here. We're going to stamp on this. All right. I do not remember what the name of the stamp is, but maybe I have the sheet. That is called French Tiles. I'm getting ready to use the rubber stamp French Tiles. So I'll stamp it once so you can see it. And we're going to do the raffle. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Fully purple is best for virtual bruises. Yeah, book pages are fun. It's a good way to use them. Stamp over the top of them. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just going down the edge here. like so. And my idea was that I was just obscuring what the text says behind the stamp. You just get a whole different look. Okay? And I'm going to do one more thing that I didn't do on the my original page. So we're going to alter this color a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to pick the winner of the Always Laugh bag and keys. So I'm just going to do this real fast. Let's see what happens. I'm just making it a lighter color. Give it a chance for my lace to dry a little bit. We'll use the heat tool on it, I think. I like painting it because it gives it a little bit of a watercolor look. Sometimes when you spray, you get those spray splatters, which are cool, but sometimes I want more of a watercolor effect. And so paintbrush, that's how you do it. All right, let's do the winner. And let's see, we have one more raffle here that we'll give away. All right. Raph, hey Norma, welcome. Hey Barb, thank you for your donation. Hello Norella. You're getting ready to see some of the stuff from the journal page if you're sticking around. All right. Yay. Yeah, sometimes the spots, sometimes I'm fine with it. It's perfectly fine. Sometimes I want to change it because of what I'm working on. So, paintbrush comes in handy. Streamlags look, oh, they must have had an update. I haven't looked at it. But you got her done. Thank you. All right, Barb, did you get in on the raffle for this little bag? You're sticking around. Yay! All right, let's pick a winner. All right, I need to go here. Giveaway. All right, the winner of this little bag is Maria. Congratulations, Maria. You won this little bag that has a set of stencils. That's how this was made, by squishing paint through it using like a makeup brush or the Tim Holtz dauber. And then here's some metal keys that I picked up a while back. And I'm just sharing this. Well, congratulations. All right, so our next raffle is going to be for this trifold envelope booklet. Trifold envelope booklet. Open. So this was a booklet that I made for the 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. And so it has 3 envelopes, has pockets on the outside, little labels that I made. I used stenciling, so there is a tutorial for that. For the inside, I didn't show these. Oh, thank you, Kimberly, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! Congratulations, Maria. So the journal cards on the inside, I kind of did a collaged background page. I just was grabbing some scraps off of my desk and I glued them down to the page, and then I trimmed it to be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch square or rectangle, and glued that to a card base. I had a bunch of this cardstock that I cut to 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And I just made this little collage on here. So I just sewed the outside edge, made the little panels, and then was just popping them on whatever cardstock that I have. And I did not show y'all this in the video. This was something I did after the fact. So whoever gets this, it's a bonus because these have not been previously seen before. I'm not even going to show you the third one. And I just put a little paper clip on here. So this will fit into one of these side pockets. It'll be bulky, but it'll fit. All right. So I need to put some distress inks, y'all into the raffle, around the edges. Then I want to go to the sewing machine after I dry the lace, because we got to attach the lace to this portion. So we're going to be going to the sewing machine soon. Okay, so we got these two pieces. We're going to use those. I've got a book page that we're going to use. So this is going to go on here like that. And then I'm going to cut this teal to fit in the middle because I don't need the whole thing. Okay, why waste it? I got some more I can use. But I've got the lace. Oh, it's almost dry. So we'll dry it just a little bit. And it's a polyester lace. As it dries, it'll get lighter. If you want it darker, just keep adding color to it. I like it. This one's still wet. Sewing lamb cam coming up. I'm going to put these in the box too so I can dry it all. And that way I can show y'all the sewing lamb. I should put my little stick and then he can go across the page. You really like envelope journals? They're fun. All right, so this should be pretty dry now. And then look at the page that made. Isn't that gorgeous? So we could add some stuff. If you had or wanted, you could put the pockets on the edge of that. And wouldn't that look really cool? You know what? I've changed my mind. I was going to use the gel print, but now I'm going to use this. I have changed my mind, and that is my prerogative. All right, so now what I want to do is we're going to go over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew down the side and across this the bottom or side and across this way. I'm going to do that on both of these. I'm not going to glue them into place this time because it's lace. It's a little bit harder to do, but I think I like this idea. So let's go over here to the sewing machine. I changed my mind. I can do that. It's my prerogative. All right, so I'm just going to line this up as best I can and stitch it down. Adding that distress ink on the edge kind of helps me see where my edge is. All right. So there is one stitched on there. You see that? I like the blue under there. Oh, neat. Oh, spectacles. Those are cool. No. You can participate, Maria Jo. Aren't you in France? Yeah, everybody, you may not get it right away, but yeah, I still send prizes all over the world. Haven't I, ladies? Speak up if you've received a prize from me. I mail out generally once or twice a month all the prizes. Generally, I mail out around the 15th of the month because that's when some of my subscription box items go, and it's just easier for me to do all my shipping at one time if it's a prize. If you have an order that you place with me, then you'll get your prize faster. because I'll put it together. Just being honest, because I have to pay for shipping. But I do not mind. I've shipped all over. I think the most expensive price that I paid for shipping was $24. All right, so we got around that one. The eye testing ones? Oh, cool. That's cool, Fran. Yeah. Oh, Spanish. Okay, I couldn't remember, Maria Jo, if you were Spanish. Okay. I thought you were, for some reason, I thought you were French. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm not going to use that. I was going to use this book page, but I'm using my mop-up paper now. And I kind of like it. What do you think? Isn't that kind of pretty? It all ties it together. So let's go ahead. Where's my sample page so I can look at it? All right, yeah, that's fine. I like it. All right, I'm going to glue these down, and then we're going to flip this over and work on the other side. All right, what were we talking about? Yeah. Yeah, it was Africa that was going to cost me $79 to send a package. We're still waiting on price of shipping. So I've not been shipping to South Africa. But if it's a small prize, it's no big deal. Usually I can put it in a flat mailer and it doesn't cost as much. It's packages that cost more. I think they're holding them up a little bit longer. I think. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to glue this on this side. Okay. Yeah, get your lice out and spray it. Elbow cough. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you. So that's my mop-up paper with the Tattered Angels sprayed. And we made pockets on the page. Okay. I'll come back and put the stuff in the pockets. Let's flip this over. All right, so what did I do earlier? Oh, yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so I have this stencil from the Sew Artsy Kit. So I'm going to put that in my box. We used the cherry on the other side just to kind of help. I think I'm going to add, I'll do a little bit of the cherry. I'm doing it very lightly, very, very lightly. But I'm going to come back with the So Artsy, which is a blue. And it should give us a little different. You know, this one's splattering because it's almost empty. All right, I'm going to grab a green linen page here. And we're going to mop up. And I think, is that what I did? I'm looking. All right, yeah. I sprayed this side, so I'm going to spray it with a little bit of the pink. And we'll set this aside. I'll come back to it. So I'm just going to pull this apart. So there it is. Ooh, it's kind of a pretty purple. Kind of a mauve-y, pinky purple. I'll set that up there. I like how that looked. Cool. All right, now I've got a piece of fabric. Oh, I was going to do this differently and I forgot. Dang it. Okay. I was going to sew this down on the page, but I got so distracted that I was doing it the same way I made the page originally. All right. So I've taken this fabric and cut it the width of my page, and it's really jagged, so I'm just kind of cutting it straighter. I don't know, it bugged me. Okay, and now we're going to go back to the sewing machine, sewing lamb. And what I'm going to do is I've got a little piece of this lace here. Some more lace, y'all. Can you believe it? And we're going to sew this down. No, I'm silly. I'm just going to sew these together. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going to go over there and sew this together. Thank you. It's just a scrap of fabric. I am a member of a quilt guild. Oh, I didn't know my camera was off. Sorry. I'm a member of a quilt guild, although we haven't met this year. And they have a fabric sale or a de-stash sale. And I'll go to that and look for little packages. Sometimes people just give it away, but I get these little packages of fabric that to anybody else would be trash. But for a junk journal, it's perfect because it's random. I don't have very much of it, so I don't have a tendency to just think, oh, I can only use that once in this one little thingy. I just go ahead and use it and don't worry about it and just kind of see what else I have. If I buy it by the yard, I don't know, I either hoard it or I overuse it. All right, so I just sewed those pieces together. That's all I'm doing. All right, we're going to go back over here, fix my camera. All right, I'm going to trim this off right here. And I am going to glue this down across the top here. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just going to put down a wide swath of glue. And then press this into it. Just smooth it out. I was going to sew that down to begin with and I forgot. Okay, so now we've done that. I'll go ahead, I'm going to fold my page. Gives it a neat feel with all this stuff on there. And then let's decorate the inside. So I made, out of one of the embellishments, decided that this should be a pocket. So I've added some book pages to the back. They're about 1-inch strip. And now I'm just folding them in. I don't fold them in right after I make them because the glue is usually still wet and I have glued my tabs down when I didn't mean to. So I always just kind of lay them to the side. And then there's the piece so we can glue this down. So I'm just kind of looking, yeah, right about there. So I'll put glue on the tabs. Tab glues. And we'll put that right about here. Oh, I meant to go all the way to the bottom. Well, I can move it. Just don't glue my pocket shut. Okay. Let that sit for a moment. I don't need it because I actually have writing space, but I like the way this looks. Adding the book page, not a book page, notebook page from a tear off notepad. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. This is what I did on my sample page. And I still like it. You could also make this a pocket. Adding another piece of paper. So I'm just going to line this up right about there. And then I used from the sewing cube, I just cut it, stamped it and cut it out of ivory cardstock. And just fussy cut those out. I thought that would be kind of cute. Get it right about there. And then this is another little label. I'll put it right here. I'll even come up onto the fabric a little bit this time. What are you thinking? I'm kind of liking it. You know what? And I haven't used it in a while, and I didn't on the other page, so I'm going to do it now. I'm going to get out one of the shabby stitches. I think that's what I want to do, is I want to stamp. So let me get my block. Get a block. And I think what I'm going to do is get another piece of paper. Where is it? I just had it. And I don't want to come past. I just want to come down the edge here. Just want to stamp it like that. This time I don't want to come onto my image. So I'm just going to stamp it. That. So this is what you do if you should have stamped it first. You can come back in and stamp it this way. So I'm going to come over here. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let's just go ahead and go across. I like it. I think that added a little bit to that. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. You like that with the stamping around there? I like the way that looks. It gives that Sew Artsy effect. And I'll need to do it to the other page too, because I think I'm going to use both of them in this journal. All right, so now let's put our goodies in our pockets. This is a tag that comes in the kit. And I did add some tulip dimensional fabric paint to the images. So there's some sparkle on here. Make sure I didn't glue this shut. That fits in there. And then over here, I've got, let's see, a calendar page that'll go in the lace area. And then I've got one of the images from, uh-oh, it was a little wet apparently. The images from the kit that Norella put together. I love it. It's because a pattern in the background. Bright colors. But here we've got the tape measures. It's got the rose. It has a lot of tulip dimensional fabric paint. This was off there. Yeah, it's going to make it a fluffy journal. Thank you so much, y'all. You like it? All right, so I need to stamp this page. Something, yep. So this is what I did earlier, but that time I used a gel print. Thank you so much, Jinka Minka Fink. Thank you so much. And I just did the same things, but this time I used a gel print in the middle, and I didn't colorize the blue. So you kind of see the difference, how they came out, the look of it, just by changing that just a little bit. And then the inside of the one I made today, oops, my cards are falling out because I'm manhandling it. And then this inside was a little different because it was a book page that I used in the background. And I haven't stamped this yet, but see the difference from using the sprayed paper and the background of the book page? Jabba ja, 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 ja. Yeah, it really does make it pop, Norella. Okay, let's stamp this really fast, and then we'll move on to the last page. Yeah, and then we got to put this journal together. So I'm going to come down the edge here, stamp, and I'm going to go this way. I got off the edge just a little bit, but that's okay. Rotate. Put it this way. And let's go this way. Yeah. That looks really cute, I think. I hope you agree. If not, pooey on you. Just be that way. All right. Put this over here. So now we have our page that we decorated earlier. I'm getting some more goodies. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that'll work. That will work. Okay. Do I want to make it different? Well, I already have the stuff cut. We're gonna go with what I got. All right. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I want to glue some fabric to the edges here. Thank you, Sam, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Robin. Diamond Flare, I love that stencil. It's a great stencil. We're going to use it on the other side, but I want to do this first because we're going to sew it in a moment. So I'm going to glue down, put a glue across here. I didn't have to cut that in half. I don't know why I did, but I'm just making a bead of glue and then just putting it down the edge here. I didn't do this on a lot of the pages. I just thought, you know, every once in a while. It doesn't have to be on every single journal page if you don't want to. Got different ways showing some fabric. All right, so I've just got that glued in place. I'll do it on the other side. You love this journal? Thank you, Julie. Fun busters they are. There you go. Streamlabs let you donate without informing your bank that I was indeed wanting to give. Oh, how weird. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, I'm in a chunky monkey mood. I don't do like a lot of chunky ones very often because I like to have writing space, but I think I'm giving enough writing space in this journal on the edges are most of our decorations. So we're going to have a few spots in the middle that might be kind of lumpy. All right, trying to get this to glue down. All right. So I'm kind of waiting on this glue to dry where I put the fabric. So I'm going to flip it over. And let's work on this side. So now I've got the Diamond Flare. We've already pointed that out. Diamond Flare. And I've got the Distress Oxide Mermaid Lagoon. And this time I'm not going to put the pattern all over. I'm just going to pick a couple of spots. Y'all with me? My camera's all wackadoo. Love when ribbon sticks out? Yeah. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm just randomly picking a few. So we're not doing the whole thing, okay? We're just kind of getting a few. Thank you, Maria, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. I really wanted this to be a true mixed media journal. We got all kinds of stuff going on in it. All right, let's look at this. Oh, yeah, I think that looks good. I'm going to put just a little bit more, kind of a fade into effect. So it just kind of brings it out just a little bit there. Just a little pattern. All right, let's get rid of this guy. Now I'm going to get out Where did it go? Where did it go? This is the corset pattern. Corset pattern. And I'm going to stamp it. Make sure I got it right side up. A little bit in from the edge. So about that far. About an inch in. Across there. So there's the pattern. I'm going to repeat that over here on this side. So I'm just going to rotate the stamp. Thank you, Julie. That's the diamond with flare stencil. It's so versatile. And I hand drew that design. All right, so now we've got that. I'm going to go ahead and fold my page in half. Making sure I get it lined up. Okay. Now, where is it? I got these dress form. Little dress form. And yeah, let's do that again. So I've got the French correspondence. So I'm going to stamp that. I just thought I got it out. What did I do with it? So I'm going to ink this up. And then stamp right over the top. So it gives a pattern to the whole thing. So these are dress form, chipboard dress form pieces. You get a set of 5 in my shop. You also get 1 if you buy the Sew Artsy Kit. All right, so that's going to go here. And I kind of like the way I did it before, so we're going to repeat it again. I've got this pink ribbon. It's been in my stash forever. So we're going to go around our dress form and tie a bow. You like that? Stamp it on top of the chipboard. I'm going to tie a little bow. Find my scissors. Snip it. Snip it. And we're going to glue that down right here. I'm just going to go ahead and do that so it can be drying. So I'm adding layers without a lot of extra layers. Really, you know, we've got the different layers of Tattered Angels and the ink stenciled pattern. We have the stamped pattern, and then we're putting the little corset on top, or the dress form on top. Makes it look like a book page, yeah. You get all warm and fuzzy feeling inside, Robin. Well, sometimes it just takes so long that I have to really plan what I'm going to show y'all. So a lot gets packed into one journal page. That's going to go over there. And I went ahead and glued it down. I shouldn't have, so I'm not going to glue this one down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the sewing machine now. We've got the sewing lamb. Sewing lamb. We're going to sew down these edges before I glue this one down and mess it up. I like to see the cross-stitch button stencil used. Okay. I think it's right here. Let us look. All right. I did not get it out, but cross-stitch. Wait, is that it? No. I haven't finished organizing my stencils. I've been printing the thumbnail that goes with that pattern so I could put it with the stencil. But I haven't got them all separated out yet and lined up. Okay, I swore I saw it. All right, I'm almost through this folder, and if I don't find it, we'll have to do it another time. It'll probably be the very last stencil in the folder. I swear I saw it, but now I don't. That's usually how it goes. We're digging through the stencils. Oh yeah. We're digging through the stencils. Oh yeah. Okay. It's not where I thought it was. I'll have to find it and do something with it. I thought I got it out earlier, but I guess I did not. Because I do not see it. Okay, let's go to the sewing machine. The quilted pattern. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's okay, guys. Sometimes if you type something with a period, it thinks it's a link. I'm singing. It's alive now. I haven't been singing much lately. All right, let's go over here to the sewing cam. So we're going to just stitch down. I'm going to try to be careful that I don't get my chipboard piece in here. I want to get the ribbon out of the way. Learn from my mistakes. All right, good. I didn't sew too bad on it. It got over a little bit. Let's do this one. We just sewed down that. Buttons would be a groovy addition to this journal. I don't have any buttons out. I have, well, I have one little thing. Oh, we might try something. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Right here. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. And I've got some fabric. I have a scrap of a book page, and I have the journal stamp from the journal quartet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp journal on this end. And I'm going to stamp it on this end. It's not perfect. That's okay. We're going to trim this apart. It's about these. I don't have enough to make another one, so I'll stick that over there. Get some distress inks and go around the edges really quickly. Yeah, I have not said what I may not do anything at all Thursday because I need to take some days off. So if I do get a video up, you may see it, but that's New Year's Eve. So I may or may not be live or do a, what do you call it? Premiere. All right, so I'm just going to take a piece of this fabric and trim it. And we're going to do it again. Trim the fabric, here we go, trimming the fabric. This is another strip that was left over from a quilt project that I made. Had this blue fabric. And I found it, and I was like, I'm going to use it because I think it goes. All right, so now I'm going to put some glue on my fabric. And you could have sewn this down. I could have glued it to a piece of book page and done the stitches around it, but I thought that with such a dark fabric, you wouldn't really see the stitches anyway. And that's why I'm just going to glue it down. Do it again. You're learning what stencils you like, Beck? Yeah, I do have a button stamp, and I think it's right here because it's on the sewing page. So let me see if I can find it. All right. How's that? You like it? For our journal page on this side? All right, then we're gonna flip this over. This I decided to keep pretty simple. I've got some of the images from the kit. Well, it just kind of blended into the page a little bit to me. So I have a little bit of pattern paper. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of ruffle it a couple of times and rip it. So I've got a little ruffle going. I'll just put a little bit of glue in there. And then I'm going to put a little glue down here, stick this down, and then we're going to glue this piece on top of it. Like so. So just a different look to it. You don't have to do the stamping on every single page. But I will get out the cute as a button and we'll stamp that. Cute as a button. Trying to get that straight. Okay. Put my stamps back where they go and then I can find them. So I've got cute as a button. And let's stamp it down here on the bottom. Oh, I got it crooked. There it is. Cute as a button. Why are you crooked? There we go. And it has a little button. What do you think? That works? Cute as a button. You got a button now. Let's do it on this one. So I'm going to stamp the button first. And then we're going to stamp cute as a button. Put this back where it goes. And we'll put the button over here. Like that. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so let's clear off. And I think we're ready. I'll look at my pages here and let's put a journal together. I have a couple of these little shorter pages. Here's our cover that we made. I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I was going to stitch down the middle and didn't do it. Dang. Okay, so since I didn't, let's stitch it with shabby stitches. Let's make it look like we stitched it. So I want to start here. And we're going to stamp kind of over. Well, it's just close enough. It'll look like we stitched it when we didn't. So let's go this way. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Okay, and then let's go over here. You know, there's always a way to figure it out, and it looks like it's been stitched now, doesn't it? Can you tell? It's not perfect, but I kind of like it. Oh, let's do this right there. Okay. So there's our cover. That's rather chunky. And then I've got this journal page that we made. No, we are not on the journal raffle yet. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jinkamathink. Norella, thank you for your donation. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Janice, Linda, Kimberly, Barb, Tanya, Robin, and Lori. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did we get there? Did we finally get there? This was a page that we made today. And I've made 2 of those, so I made one ahead of time. So we've got 2 of these and 2 of these. And then I have 2 of these pages. And I think I want to make this the center of my journal. I don't know, I just kind of like the way that turned out. So we're going to make this the center of my journal. Then we've got these pages, and I have a couple of, these are just short papers. I just thought they might look kind of neat. And I have a bunch of the printed pages I decided I would use, so you're going to get a variety. So let's see here. We got this one, this one, this one. Okay, so here's what I did. I put some Tulip Dimensional glitter paint on some of the images. You see it sparkle? Oh, make a printable of the lace page. Oh, you mean like this? Make that a printable? Because I did scan, I saved one, so I could scan that in, my grungy page. And this is what's on the back side. So you have lots of writing space. And then some of the pages, again, Tulip Dimensional, and then they have the different image from the subscription box. So let's look and see which one. Okay, I think I like that. So that's, I want to be my first page. And I've got 2 of those. So then I've got 2, 3, 4. So let's split these up. And we'll put this right here. And maybe here. And let's put one here. Okay, so I'm trying to lay it out how far I want to do this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There'll be 15 pages in this journal times 4. So that is a chunky journal. So I'm going to grab a page, grab the next page, grab this little half page, making sure I'm sticking it in the middle. Oh, I got too many. They're stuck together. Lace page. My stamped page. Another calico collage page. All right, we're going to start over. Move out of the way, piece of paper, so I don't mess anything up. Starting over. So, do I want to change that order? I think I do. So, I'm going to take that out, put this one back in. Then I'll put this one down. I'll put this one down. So I'm changing it up a little bit from when I laid it out. Again, that's my prerogative. I'm allowed to do that. I think I had 6 of the printed pages. So we have lots and lots of pages here. Liking it. All right, so this is going to go on here. All right. Thank you, Robin, for the reminder. If you have donated and this is your first time, oh, thank you, Linda. I didn't even see Linda, and Kimberly, and Barb, and Tanya, and Rhonda, Robin, and Lori, Janice, Norella, Jink, Fink, and Sam, Maria. Thank you all for your donations today. I greatly appreciate your support. All right, so I'm just kind of making sure that this is nestled down in here. Thank you, Norella. Thank you so much. Liking it? All right, so I'm going to poke holes and bind this journal together. We're going to pick the winner of the envelope book, right? Did we make it to the raffle amount? I didn't check. Are we doing a giveaway today? And thank you all. Okay. Just poking the holes. Put this back in here. Oh, Jink, my Frank. Okay, you changed your name, Margie. You were throwing me off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Maria, Marie, you're Margie. I thought it was Margie was think-a-ma-fink. She just said it. All right. So now we're going to start in the middle. We're going to do a pamphlet stitch. Okay, one journal will be raffled off today. And I do have a journal left over from a couple of weeks ago if we do get to the second dollar amount. But we will have one journal that will go today. Okay. Margie. Margie. Come on, go through the hole. There it goes. Margie is the one. All right, so I'm just tightening this up. Get it under my fabric here. Okay, nice and tight. I don't know if I have any charms laying here, so I won't cut this yet. Let's see if we have any charms. She's typing in Australian language. Ah, that's your username on Streamlabs. Gotcha. Oh, cool, Sam. Using the eyelets helped. All right, so let's see if I have. I thought I saw a charm. Ha. Whoever gets this journal is going to be lucky because I have a sewing machine and there's a little dove. Let's just do those, I think. See if I find anything else in here. This is where all the abandoned charms and things go. Abandoned charms. Trying to see what else. Oh, I found a button. I have a button. Oh, here's another button. We may or may not use it. All right, let's put some charms on here. And then we will draw the winner of the envelope. Oh, the anticipation. Oh my goodness. All right, so I have added a little sewing machine charm. So I'm just tying a couple of knots here. And I'll just trim off that excess piece. And then I've got a little dove or birdie, little bird. So we always try to add a bird somehow to my journals, and I did it without even thinking about it today by adding this bird charm. No, in Colombia. You want summer back, Bonnie? Me too. Oh no, we throwing water on Robin. Oh my goodness. And I still, oh yeah, I've got some things I want to put in the pockets. I like it. Yeah, you got that pink with that pop of teal. Pop of teal. Pop of teal? Pop of teal. And I have a few extra elements here, so we may kind of decorate a little bit. All right, so. Oh, you'll survive. Air conditioning. All right, so we're going to give away this little envelope booklet, and then we're going to start the raffle for the journal. I'm going to flip through it. I've got a few things that I know I want to stick in the pockets of the covers, inside and back cover. And then if we think of something else we want to add embellishment-wise, we'll do that. Okay? I'm going to clean my hands real fast. They are dirty. You can tell I've been working today. So I'm just spraying some Thieves Cleaner. It's a little bit of water and Thieves Cleaner that I have in a spray bottle that I keep in my craft room so I can clean my hands off. I just realized my camera's all out of whack, man. Don't go out during humidity. Yep. Well, we don't have very many humid days. We have hot, windy days. All right, so the winner of the envelope booklet. All right, bye, Isabel. Pick a winner. Maria Jo Pink. Congratulations, you won. All right, so I need your mailing address. So go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. And Maria Jo, tell me who you are on YouTube if your name is different, and then give me your mailing address and I can mail this to you, okay? Does it clean up thieves and make them honest? I don't think it does, Margie. We took a vote. We're going to turn into spring. Yes, Maria Jo, you won. Congratulations. So I need your mailing address so I can send this to you. Yay! She was saying, can I even enter? So yay! Yay! Use the contact form. All right. So now we're going to do the giveaway. Reset. Go like this. And then we're going to say, one Sew Artsy Mixed Media Junk Journal. And I need to go back here. I forgot. So we're going to give away this journal, but it's for donators only. So these people who have donated will be able to enter the raffle in just one moment. That would be Maria, Sam, Margie, Norella, Janice, Linda, Kimberly, Barb, Tanya, Robin, and Lori. So I'm going to start the giveaway now. So open giveaway. Those of you that I just named off, you are now eligible to enter. All right, so here is our journal. I didn't put a label on the front, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to now. So, ooh, I just happen to have that label. What do you think? We could alter the color a little bit. on the edge, maybe. Let's get some, I got the Distress Oxide Mermaid Lagoon. What if we did this? I think it needs that. What do you think? I think that's what it needed. All right. Oh, happy birthday, Fran. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Have a fabulous birthday. Happy birthday to you. I was trying not to sing it the wrong way so I don't get dinged with copyright. You'd like to drop it off in Spain, Menadon? Me too. Expensive delivery. Well, yay. I'm so glad you won. Congratulations. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. You need this for Christmas? Happy birthday. All right, so I'm going to put this right here. Get that lined up. I like it. I like it that I added the word journal. You like it? I hope so. Rita. Hey, Rita. Welcome. Is it warmer in Spain? That's what I'd like to know. All right, so we're going to open this up. And I have a couple of things here I want to put inside. So these were some mixed media envelopes that somebody made and sent to me. They're gel prints, I think. I'm not sure. This one looks like it was like a advertisement or book page or something like that out of a book. And then they went over the top of it. So I thought these would be kind of neat to stick in the pocket inside here. And then I've got a couple of these journal cards from the planner kit that I printed on smaller paper. I think I made it as a 5x7, maybe a little bit smaller. Cut them in half, and then I put them on some cardstock and zigzag stitched around it. So I'll put that right there. And this is our first page. So we've got lots of writing space in this journal. I didn't put anything on this one, but I do see that I have some more pockets, so we'll put some more stuff in here. So I got another card. This is going to go in the back. All right, so I'll put this right here for now. I got these kitty cat images from Calico Collage. That's part of the Sew Artsy Kit. I'm just going to pop those in here in this lace. I have this little paper bag that I stamped. I don't know the name of it, but I just thought she was kind of a neat, she's a little Art Deco looking image. And I stamped it on this bag. And I thought, well, I'll just give y'all some little scraps of fabric. So you could pretend that maybe whoever was working in this journal, this was some samples of some fabric that they were going to use. Or you can stick it down somewhere. So I just thought I'd give y'all that. Oh, and I've got another little tag here. So let's put that right here. So it kind of changes that look a little bit. And then we have this pocket here. And then we flip this over. We have all of this space. I like the mix. I'm Aussie because it's warmer in Australia right now. It's warm. Thank you. Yeah, gel prints are fun, Fran, for sure. Happy birthday went into public domain in 2016. Well, thank you, Norella, because see, I've been around forever. Needs a lot more kitties, Margie. Well, I think, yeah, I've got 2 more journal cards we can stick in there that has kitties. I like the variety, you know, being able to switch up a little bit. All right, so we've got a couple more of these kitties, and I'm going to put those, I'm going to wait. I'm going to put them later in the journal. Let's go back over here. Yeah, let's put them over here. There. Oh, I've got these too. These are just like little advertisements, little journal cards. Maybe we'll put one. What is this one? Like that. And I had, this is the letter. It's a stamp, and I stamped it on ivory cardstock and then put distressed ink around it. I thought that might kind of look neat. Another pocket. Liking it. I hope you like it too. And then we've got these little goodies in here. Some journal pages, or journal cards, I mean, on this journal page. Little ephemera pieces. All the Sew Artsy Kit. Some little charms in the middle. Yeah, definitely a chunky journal for sure. Stay safe, friend. Thanks for coming in today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got another little journal card we'll stick in there. Like it. Love it. I like the planner pages. Yeah, lots of pretties. Lots of pretties. I like the way this page turned out. The layering on it. And then how it's going to look differently on a book page. It's just interesting how it all comes together. Got more goodies in the pocket. The lace doesn't really hold the stuff very well. So let's do this. Let's put a paper clip on here. I may have a spiral clip. Oh, I don't want to dig it out. All right, so I've got a little paper clip and I've got a little piece of fabric. So what I'm going to do is come in here and make a little knot. And then they'll stay in there a little better. All right, so let's go right here. And trim that. Put a second knot. Advance Happy New Year to everybody. Yes, I hope you have an amazing year end and a prosperous new year coming up. Keep it positive, y'all. All right, let's put that. There, it won't fall out as easy now because I paper clipped it into place. I love it. I love how this has come together. It's amazing. You know, comparing the pages. Am I missing a page? No, okay, there it is. Yeah, so here's the difference between the page that was the book page, and here it is where it wasn't the book page. So it's just kind of cool. Ready to shop, Lori? All right, I got a couple more journal cards I'm going to put in the back pocket here. I've got a little envelope that has a card in it. So I'll put that back here. Actually, we have two of those. Let's see if that'll fit. Yes. Put that right there. You have one more little goodies. So lots and lots of goodies in this journal. I hope you like it. A lot of different items. Yeah. Oh, nope. I did not sign it yet. Thank you for the reminder, Barb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. This will be the last time I write 2020 in a journal that I make live. This is it. I like it. It's so floppy. Alrighty. Who's going to be the lucky winner? It's just a wild journal. I signed it. Okay, so is everybody entered? Kimberly, thank you. Yeah, virtual hug, virtual hug. Yay! All right, let's see. We have Sam, Janice, Kimberly, Maria, Lori, Robin, Linda, Margie, Tanya, Barb. Let's see, who are we missing? Norella. Norella, you still here? Norella, you didn't enter the raffle. Did we get Lori in? Lori's in. And Kimberly, you donated. Did you get in the... Yep, you're in. And Linda Gray is in. Margie, you didn't enter the raffle. And... No, you did. You're in. And Sam is in. Well, who am I missing? Maria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, everybody's in. Thank you so much, RK1948. All right, good luck, everybody. Virtual New Year's toast to you all. Yes, you did, Margie says. I see you now. I see it now. All righty. You already have your champagne in the fridge. Awesome. Yeah, Tanya is entered. Yep, T. Vern's entered. We're in. All right, let's pick a winner. And the winner is Barb Dingwell. Congratulations, Barb. You won my Chunky Monkey journal. It's crazy. I think I may stick a book on it to smush it. Because it's popping open there. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy having this journal. Hey, if y'all would support me by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Do come back on the video after the fact and leave me a comment, if you will. I'm going to make a couple more altar paper clips here. Leave me a comment of what was your favorite part in our journal building today. Thank you so much, Barb. Thank you. Yay, we got you entered. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here and supporting me live. Do check out my website at lindaisrael.com for the items that I use. You stick them under your mattress and sleep on them, Amanda? That's good. That's good. Yay! Y'all have a very happy New Year's. And again, thank you so much for being here. I do not know what I will do on Thursday, if anything. So if I don't see you, Happy New Year's. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it. Those are kind of sticking out. So let's see if I have more fabric. Oh, I've got some lace here. Let's use this lace. All righty. You loved your Christmas one, Ashley? Yay! Yeah, see, you can use these same ideas and do your darker, gritty, grungier looks. You know, use the sepia tones or grays or black instead of the bright colors that I used. So I'm just kind of sticking a paper clip here and there. Let's find the other lace pocket because the things were falling out. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, take the day off. Thank you so much, Sam. I may do that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to 2021 being way better than 2020. Again, thank y'all for being here. Y'all have an amazing day. Happy New Year's. And if I didn't talk to you, Merry Christmas. I think we can celebrate it for more than just a day. All right, let's put this right here. Okay, good. So now I've got some more chunkiness in the journal. I like how this page turned out. All righty. You had a pretty good year, so you hope it's even better. They don't need paper clips. They just need enough junk stuffed in it to make it tight enough for it not to fall out. There you go, Ashley. Oh, cool, Fran. Well, we look forward to seeing it. Alrighty, everybody. Well, I'm going to get off here, and it's time to eat some dinner and relax. Thank you all so very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Happy New Year. And thank you again for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. All right. The 12 days of Christmas start on the 25th, Manda says. Hey, really? Cool, cool, cool. Gotcha. So you keep celebrating it. 12 more days. Well, cool. See, and different cultures and families do it different ways. So that's cool. At least I can keep celebrating. All right, when we get off here, y'all take care. Lots of love to you. Thank you again for all your support. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next week, I believe. And I don't know what we're going to do. Probably do some more mixed media stuff. So y'all take care. Have an amazing day. Love you lots, everybody. Bye.